The American West did not remember people by their names. It remembered them by how they survived. Winter. The snow was not beautiful out here. It was a predator. It crawled across ranch lands, buried wagons, swallowed lonely travelers, and erased footprints like they had never existed. June. Walker had been learning survival since she was 13 years old. That was the year winter took her parents. Now she walked alone toward Dustwater Creek, toward survival, toward destiny she did not yet understand. June arrived in Dustwater Creek with one goal. Work. Not romance. Not safety. Just food. She entered the town saloon quietly. Cowboys watched her. In the West, a woman traveling alone meant one of two things. She was either brave, or she was already broken beyond fear. June walked to the bar table where ranch hiring notices were pinned. She spoke to every rancher she saw. I can ride fence lines, feed cattle, cook, clean barns. Some men laughed. One man did not. His name was Jack Dalton. Jack was not a talkative man, but he noticed details. The way her coat was too thin for the winter. The way her boots were patched 3 times. The way she stood tall even though she looked exhausted. You got family? He asked. No. Dangerous place to be alone. I know, she said. Jack didn't hire her. Not yet. But he was already thinking about her survival. 2 days later, Jack found her half frozen near the frozen river. He carried her to his horse, took her to his ranch house. Fed her soup. Then said something no rancher in that town would ever say. I need a wife. June almost choked on the soup. You what? My ranch is too big for one man in winter. I need help managing house supplies, food storage, livestock records. You're proposing marriage for labor. Jack shook his head. No, I'm offering partnership. Silence filled the wooden ranch house. Outside, wine screamed like wolves. June thought about her choices. Starve. Freeze. Or marry a stranger who at least wanted her alive. I don't love you, she said. I don't need you to, Jack replied. That was their contract. Not love. Survival. There was another man who wanted Jack's land. Hank Voss. Hank believed weak ranchers should be removed from the frontier. Winter was his weapon. He hired men to sabotage fences during storms. Cattle escaped into mountain valleys, where wolves hunted. June refused to be a helpless ranch wife. She learned tracking from ranch hands. She learned rifle shooting from Jack. Jack realized something terrifying and beautiful. June was not soft. She was frontier steel disguised as quiet strength. Love did not start with romance. It started with shared labor. June cooked meals. Jack repaired equipment. They spoke about dreams late at night. June wanted a stable home, children someday, and she could call safe. Jack wanted to never lose his ranch to greedy men, to keep people like June alive in the Western night, trapped by snowstorm. They drank whiskey together. June said, Do you ever wish life was easier? Jack said, No, but I wish it was kinder. That was when emotional walls began breaking. Slowly. Quietly. Like ice melting under spring sunlight. Hank Voss attacked during the worst blizzard of the decade. Gunmen rode toward the ranch. Jack gathered his men. June climbed onto the barn roof. Snow burned her face like cold fire. She fired warning shots. Not to kill. To scare. The sound of gunfire mixed with screaming wind. The battle lasted 30 minutes, but it felt like history deciding who would survive the frontier. Hank's men retreated, but victory always came with costs. Jack was shot in the shoulder. June dragged him into the ranch house. Why did you stay on the roof? He asked. Because I wasn't going to watch you die alone. That was when he realized he loved her. Spring came like mercy. Rivers thawed. Grass returned to the plains. June discovered she was pregnant. She was terrified. What if I can't be a good mother? She asked. Jack held her hand. In the West, he said, being alive is already enough to be a good parent. Their child would be born under open prairie skies. Not in a city hospital. Not in comfort, but in freedom. Years later, travelers would pass by the Dalton Ranch. they would hear stories about a woman who came looking for work, and a cowboy who wanted more than labor. He wanted family, he wanted survival, he wanted love that could survive winter itself. And in the American West, that was the greatest legend of all.